How can you move on from being bullied? Hi, I'm Mattias and this is my soul perspective. Let's talk about how life can look after you've been bullied for many years. Some people think that perhaps the people that haven't been bullied think that once it's over, just move on. I'm here to tell you that it's not that easy. People will carry the hurt with them for the rest of their lives if they don't get help. Now, the way I work as a regression therapist, I work with something called inner child, and that's when we regress. Regress means you go back in time to the first time and the most painful time, and you work through all those painful inner traumas really that has come a part of you, a negative, heavy part of you, which prevents you from living your best life. If you don't take care of it with the help of someone else, the likelihood is that you will be stuck in maybe some big life areas for a really long time, maybe your entire life, because those bullies still sort of reside within you and they keep you at bay from going forward in your life. So which life areas do bullies contaminate the most? Well, it can be a wide array of areas, but the most obvious one is when someone is being bullied, their self-esteem gets a real bad sucker punch. Putting it very mildly, of course. They're being degraded and they degrade themselves probably because they believe the bullies. They believe there's something wrong with them. So their self-esteem gets a big blow. And that blow, paired with shame and maybe guilt, that's a recipe for it really not being able to move on properly and functioning properly. You may isolate yourself because you never want to experience something like that again. So if you've been bullied, let's say in gym class, maybe you feel incredibly uncomfortable going to a gym or any formal place where they have like physical activity because people taunted you or whomever. Or maybe you were bullied when you had like speech in class. So every time you get up to say something, it's like, well, you freeze. You do whatever you can to avoid it, but of course you can't, because everyone that's over the age of 18 will, at some stage of their adult life and career, speak in front of people. So it's paralyzing. It's doing such detriment. I mean, it can be whatever you think of. It affects all areas, especially the areas you were bullied for. So if it's your looks, you can do whatever you want to do to transform your physical appearance. It will never rid you of the shame unless you seek professional help. And you can talk to a psychologist, go to therapy for many, many years. But the most powerful method that I found is really going back, meeting those who did us harm, in our internal inner child work, and transform it, release it, express ourselves in a safe environment with a person you trust. And you'll find more information if you go to mattiassoulperspective.com. Of course, you can try and help yourself. It's very hard. You can also not do anything about it and keep yourself isolated. Go through your entire life limping, because the shame will always keep you limping, never running, never moving towards your goals. Maybe you don't even allow yourself to have goals because you think you don't deserve it, perhaps. But you do, you deserve it. And it comes a time when you need to forgive. Not because the bullies innately deserve your forgiveness, but because forgiveness isn't about them, it's about you. It's about letting go of the fantasy that the past could have been any different. It is what it was. And that's what forgiveness is about. It's letting go of the hope that the past could have been any different. Because you deserve to move ahead in life without being burdened by this heavy, giant cement block that the shame and the bad experiences have been for you. Life can be so wondrous and wonderful and exciting when you're free. So you need to do whatever you can to free yourself and realize you are a very strong person that could go through all of that. You maybe kept it to yourself. Maybe you didn't feel like you had a lot of confidants that you could put your trust and share your story with, even though you deserved it. But it's time to move on and just enjoy and bring your special, unique gifts to each and every one you meet, because we're here such a really short amount of time. I think we shouldn't waste it being stuck, and I can help you remove that stuckness. You really, really deserve it. And in fact, I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Believe that you deserve the best, and then do whatever it takes to get to the best. Until we meet again, bye.